Good afternoon. My name is Ella Mickelson, and I will be presenting to Dr. Kennedy at the American College of Education. This course is to promote academic success by incorporating social-emotional curriculum in the classroom. The target audience will be K-12 teachers who have voluntarily signed up for this course to earn credits towards their teaching license renewal. What is social-emotional learning, and how will I implement it in my classroom? Human beings have so many emotions and can feel many at the same time. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, and they do not know how to handle it. And that is okay. But as educators, it is not only our duty to teach, but to inspire, protect, and nurture our students' whole self. This includes emotional well-being. If a student walks into a classroom angry, sad, depressed, or any other extreme emotions, they are not going to learn a thing. Their mind is elsewhere. We must build a community of learners who look out for one another academically, socially, and emotionally. Educators will learn the 5 main social-emotional skills that students need to develop in order to be successful in school. They will learn how to teach their students self-management, self-awareness, responsible decision-making, relationship skills, and social awareness skills. Many human beings are inherently selfish, so learning these skills will help them be more present in their learning and aware of the feelings of others around them in a learning environment. I teach kindergarten. Little people can have huge emotions, but so can big people, like myself. Kindergartners haven't learned to handle their emotions yet unless someone has taught them. But middle schoolers and high schoolers have an especially difficult time with their hormones, their workload, so many extracurricular activities, and a million other things to balance. Older kids are often outwardly better at handling their emotions, but it is very dangerous to hold them in. We have all seen school shootings, relentless bullying, the suicidal thought or attempts. Human beings must learn how to recognize and deal with their feelings in a positive manner, no matter how big or how small they might be. This course will help teachers incorporate invaluable lessons into their curriculum that could literally save lives down the line. It is proven that students who can self-regulate their emotions are more successful in school. They do better on standardized tests and make academic gains in class. The fact that only 29% of students feel like their school provides a supportive, encouraging environment is unacceptable. School should be a safe place where students feel like they are at home, where it's okay to make mistakes. It is encouraging to note that so many students made academic gains when participating in an SEL or social emotional learning program with an academic component. Many even increased their GPAs and standardized test scores. School districts around the nation need to see and understand that SEL programs improve behaviors and attitudes towards school and even prevent substance abuse. We want a school where future leaders are born. A school to future leaders pipeline, not a school to prison pipeline. We want every student to feel valued and encouraged no matter what. Educators will be given so many tools and resources that they can implement into their classrooms to help children be successful academically and overall in this course. 2 educators in this course were unable to explain, define, or define the 5 components of social emotional learning. They were minimally engaged with their peers in group discussions and showed little proof of incorporating components of responsive classroom into their daily routines. I have high expectations for every educator in my course. I have been very involved with my educators in the online platform. I make regular announcements, send friendly reminders, engage with them in discussions, and encourage collaboration. For these 2 educators that are struggling, I will reach out to them directly to find out what is going on and how I can best meet their individual needs so that they can be successful. The group discussions have allowed educators to interact with one another, share their ideas, and get positive feedback or feedback for improvement from their peers. These two educators have shared minimally, and I will encourage them to be more engaged, more thorough, and explain the value in this part of the class. Educators have had the opportunity to bring their knowledge into their own classrooms by designing lessons and activities to promote social emotional learning in their rooms. These two educators created plans, but they were the bare minimum. I will share some examples with them of what the expectations should be. I have been given prompt feedback to all the educators in my class. These two educators have not taken my feedback and made improvements to their work. I will respectfully insist that they make improvements after finding out why they were unable to make them. I will show them how to check to see their feedback that I have given them so that they can use it to make improvements. One of the most critical pieces of this course is for educators to take what they have learned and develop safe, inclusive, and supportive classroom environments. I wonder if these two educators work in a hostile environment. If administrators or fellow educators in their schools are against what they are trying to do despite best practices. It can be very discouraging to try something new and be the leader for implementing something new in a school, especially if others are going against you. I will encourage these educators to teach mindfulness and a positive mindset to their school community. Maybe something is going on in their personal lives. If it is something else, I will also do everything I can to work with their unique needs. I want every educator in my class to feel like they are a part of our classroom community. I want them to be successful and will do everything in my power to support them. While looking more closely at the 7 principles of learning, I came upon the 12 principles of modern learning. Modern social learning directly links to this course and to what many of us did virtually during the pandemic, and some teachers are still doing when their children are in quarantine. Funny enough, I felt closer to my virtual students than I ever have with my students in the classroom because I was in their homes through a webcam. I was able to see and witness their home lives, their realities, and their families. Seeing how chaotic some households were made me truly understand the importance of students being in the classroom and in the building. Some kids and educators, myself included, thrived in the online environment. I am an introvert and was less overwhelmed by being able to control the microphones and not have 22 kindergartners all wanting my attention at the same time. From the modern social learning section, I would encourage these two educators to connect, communicate, and collaborate with their peers. The amount of knowledge we can gain from our fellow classmates is tremendous. Being able to see what my classmates are thinking inspires me to do better and gives me so many new ideas and perspectives. I appreciate a diverse learning community and hope these two educators will as well. I also came upon 9 ways to help students learn through their mistakes. This is another structure that I might use with these two educators and that I plan to use with some of my kindergartners. And here you will find my references for this presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this will be a successful course. Thank you so much.